Okay. So we are looking at, and I have here. You'll see two cameras, and they are two of the same cameras. You can actually see ZS GX2S, ZS ZZ, however, GX2S. But I think this is the updated version. This is the older version. So you can kind of see if you're ordering one, maybe if you order it online or something and you're like, I don't know which one I got. Well, you can kind of tell by the box, right? This is the older. This is the newer. This one has a picture of a solar panel, which I don't think it comes with. Both are battery operated. But you can see the new one. It's got this little blue on it, which is kind of nice. And what we'll do today is we will unbox both of these real fast. We'll do this one and then we'll follow with the new one. And we'll go over some of the specs, and of course we'll see what the updates are to the new one. And then what I'm going to do is hook them up outside, and we'll see what we think. Okay, so before we crack them open, this is it on Amazon. It's like $60, for one of these. That's pretty good if you're looking for a security camera. It's battery operated. This one here, you can see it's getting 4 stars, but it's out of 1,500 reviews, so that's actually not too bad. I will put links below to this Amazon link, Amazon page, so that you guys can take a look. But what I wanted to talk about before we get any further is actually some of the updates from the old one to the new one. So a few big things here. Update wise, the image sensor itself. So you've gone from just a standard 1080p on the previous version to a 2K. So you're getting 2048 by 1536. That's kind of nice. This is one of the ones that I probably like the most for myself. Is the old one had a 100-degree field of view. This one's 130, so I like it when you can get a bit wider. That's always nice. That's a nice upgrade. Based on what is supported, the old one could do iOS 7 and Android 4 and newer. The current one, the updated one, does require a new OS, so iOS 9 for iPhones, and Android is Android 5 and higher. Now, the other big thing is battery life on the new one, because of course these are battery operated, right? Battery powered camera. The old one, it said you'd get 3 months, but that is based on it waking up to record like motion and things like that about 15 times per day, 1.5. The new one is 3 months. I was like, oh, so it's the same. But it's based on 50, so 50 times. So that's actually, again, another huge wake up, huge battery improvement, right, in regards to that. So it's nice to see that a camera that is at this kind of budget price is getting some really good upgrades like this. So based on it, the main specs, I guess, 100% wire free. 2K security camera, supports 2-way audio, motion sensor, instant and accurate alerts, low power notifications with a charging indicator, 4 dB Wi-Fi antenna, strong and stable Wi-Fi connection, which is also really good. And again, because these are battery operated, I'm thinking I may actually see if I can hide these in some trees, just because, everybody looks for cameras in your houses, right? But if you just kind of hide them somewhere, maybe that'd be even better. Sports micro SD card up to 128 gigs. I don't know if it comes with one. We'll find out. Supports Android, iOS mobile devices, remote real-time monitoring, and of course you'll see extra specs in your in the Amazon listing. So let's crack this open. This is again the IEGEEK. Makes your life better. That's what they keep telling us. Makes your life better. And you guys, this is the old one. So this is the one that hopefully, if you order one, you're not going to get. I'll just open this up a little bit because supposedly that's makes unboxing easier for everybody. I got something shaking over here. I don't know what it is. Usually it's me just shaking away. There we go. Old one had a good box, I guess. What is shaking? I don't know what that is. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. Anyways, here we go. Warning, do not charge the camera in the environment below 0 degrees. So it's recommended to keep the camera. And that's important for those of us in Canada, right? Make sure you bring it in the house to charge. Don't charge it outside. You can get, you see here, you can get a solar panel. So they have one that you can, looks like, order. Or maybe it does come with one. Oh, it does. This one does come with it. So the old one had a little solar panel. I'm wondering, so, and maybe that was just an extra version. I'm wondering how well that functions. That's handy. The old one had a little solar, can't talk today, solar panel. Lovely manual in the old one, right? All color. There's your QR code to go to the either App Store for your iPhone or go to Google Play Store. Yeah, that's a lovely manual. I'm down with that. That's cool. You get all the screws and the mounts to be able to mount this to wherever it's going. Looks like more mounts just in case. There's your actual charging cable. And last but not least, it's not a horrible size. I'm bringing it down here because I got it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. You can see all the the weather sealing down here. There's your USB. You can just unplug that. Now it is a micro USB, so not USB-C or anything like that. Micro USB and power reset, just right there. So one of the things to realize too, and I've screwed this up numerous times as I get excited and I mount this. There's your tripod. There's your antennas. Yeah, that's good looking. And this is where, if you wanted, you could plug in your solar charger, right? The other thing that you want to realize is make sure you connect this to the app and pair it and all this kind of stuff close to the don't go mount it and do everything and then be like, I'll just set it up now, because a lot of times, sometimes you have to reset it and everything's connected and it's up and out of the way. Go stand by your router, get them all connected, and then go out and mount them. So anyways, that's the old one. That's the old one. The old one's nice. If the new one's going to be nicer, that's excellent. But I don't know if the new one actually comes with solar. I didn't think the old one came with solar. So either way, it's kind of a surprise. So here's the new updated version. I'm pretty sure I got them right based on the image on the website, and because I'm pretty sure based on that little guy right there, because the new one has a light, right? The old one didn't. No solar panel in this one. My guess is they're going to look the same. This is the manual looks just as nice as the previous one. Is it still micro USB? Yeah, still micro USB. You guys can see that there. So that's handy, which is nice because I may, well, you can, I guess, depending on where I put them, I may actually see if I can use the solar panel on both. So same idea. The camera looks identical, which I would expect it to. Same kind of waterproofing right there. This just seals right up. Just make sure you have that there if you're going to be mounting this outside. And there's your little mounting kit. Now the other one came with more mounting stuff, but I think it may actually have a second set of mounting stuff because of the solar panel, right? So you can mount a solar panel. All right, that's cool. I'm gonna use those for sure. We're gonna hook those up. Now the one thing I'm gonna do before I go and set it up. Now what I'm not gonna do on camera is I'm not gonna actually do the install here. Like I'm not gonna show. I'm just gonna show you what the camera is like after it's set up. But before we go further, because it's important, right? Let's just look through this manual real fast, and that's the important one right there. That you guys can see it there. There's a QR code, so we're just gonna see if that pops up. My hope is that it does. Click, and do we have anything happening here? I'm hoping so. It's slow, definitely slow. But you're gonna have to set up an account, and you're gonna have to add the camera. But it shows you how to do it, but I'd like to do it without. Let's see if I can do it without the manual. That's the key. Website is not quick, that's for sure. So it does just say, so you know, the app, there we go. The app is Cloud Edge. So it says it right here in the manual, Cloud Edge. So if you don't want to use the QR code, you can just go do it normally. Just go to the App Store and Search it up. I think I've downloaded Cloud Edge before for a different app. Yep. That's the thing nowadays, right? Different cameras, a lot of them use the same apps, which is kind of nice. But I'm going to download that. I'm going to install and set up the app. I'll tell you afterwards if I thought it was easy or not, and then we'll see how the cameras work. I'll go mount them outside. Okay, putting all this stuff away now. Over there, just on the ground. Just so you guys know, setup through the app, ridiculously easy. The only thing to be aware of, I guess, make sure that you're set up to a 2.4 gigahertz network because it requires that. And when you're doing the setup with the camera, bring the camera as close to the router. It actually says, I think, like 1 to 3 feet. So I went over to where the router is and I set it all up there. Boom, like each camera, it probably took me like a minute or two to set up. Like the app and the cameras work great. The older camera, the HD one, not the 2K one, needed a firmware update. So that went through. Is good. It's good. Painless. So hopefully you guys can see this. That's what I'm hoping. Is that, so it uses this app right here called Cloud Edge. And Cloud Edge, yeah. That's fine. Cloud Edge is here. So you get this, and there's the cameras. There's the 2 cameras right there, and you get to name them during the setup phase. I have one called 2K camera, and one is HD. So if I tap on the little play button, it sets up. There it is. This one is actually mounted to a tree, like I said I would, right? So you get to come in here, and you can set that to standard def or high def. You can click that. If you turn it this way, I believe, yeah, you'll go like full screen. And you do have a bit of tilt, right? A little bit of, it's not that the camera tilts, but it shoots bigger than what the phone screen is. So you kind of can make sure you see everything there. So image quality, even on the HD one, I'm super happy with. This one I did set up with the solar panel because as you can see here, that front area gets daylight like from morning till night. It's just, it's a south facing area, I guess, south facing, so it gets just a ton of sun. So that's number one for camera. You can hit record, you can turn the microphone on, you can turn the siren on, you can do all kinds of stuff, you can take a picture, etc., etc. And it has motion detection, as you can see here, right? So you can do live, your history. If you have a cloud subscription, if you want to do that, I'm just recording to SD. Now be aware, the SD card is in the camera, so if you really want this to be secure, you're going to want to have or pay for possibly some cloud service because someone just takes the camera, they got all your footage as well, right? So just kind of be aware of that. There's an alarm, your album, and your motion detection if you have it on or off. So really cool. A whole bunch of settings inside here too if you want to go in and play with it, right? You can just see the settings here. So image settings, sound settings, alarm management, battery management, record management, cloud storage, etc., etc. And it doesn't really matter which of the 2 cameras, the settings really are the same. So if I went back here now and clicked on the 2K camera, same idea. This one's in full HD, right? And this one's a little further away, so I was kind of like, oh, I hope this one functions. But yeah, it works good. Again, you have that little, does this one have the pan and tilt? No, this one's full. It only pans and tilt when you're in this direction. Now you can see, I think, that you can move up and down, right? So get a little bit more there. But yeah, it's great. And you can really zoom in. Oops. This one may be a little far, but you can zoom in quite good because it's 2K, you know. And I always find it funny. This is what I find funny. They always put numbers up against each other that shouldn't really be put up against each other because you're looking at 2K versus 1080. You're like, well, that's twice the size. Well, no, 2K versus 1920. So it's a little better, not a huge amount better, but I'll take better. Better's always better, right? So when you come back in here into normal, same thing, screenshots, intercom, recording, siren. This one has a light though, right? So it has a light and you can switch over. Audio, warning, and strobe light, full color mode, and album. So a couple extra ones in there because it's the newer, better version. Of course, you have your history, so I can go back to my history and look around there. And if you have cloud, you can go there and look at all your cloudy stuff. You know what? These right now, it was $59 with I think there was a $9 coupon, so $50. This is US. That's pretty good. Just be aware, if you don't get the one with a solar panel or anything like that, depending on activity, you're looking at probably 3-ish months that you have to just kind of bring them inside to charge. Now charging, I don't know how empty they were, but I charged these from for about an hour and they were both full, so not too bad. All right, guys, I think for the price, they're actually really good. And I'm super pleased that the setup was super easy. I've had some cameras, setup is not easy. It's not for the faint of heart, but these, solid. Both of them, solid. All right, guys, I'll put links down below to these if you're interested. And that's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the little notification bell. And we'll see you guys next video. Later. All right, so before the video completely ends, for those of you that stuck around, I want to show you where the cameras are. So my router is actually downstairs. So it would be like this area here is empty, but kind of inside that, underneath in the basement, on this wall, kind of where this area is here. So this wall in the basement would be like directly under here is where the router is. So camera number 1 right there, there's camera number 1. So it is set up on that tree, and as you can see, there's the solar. And I wanted this one because, again, this is normally where our motorcycles are parked, so I figured not a bad thing to do. And I also wanted it to not be the one that has the big light on it, because we have enough motion detecting lights here, that should be fine. I wanted to put the one with the light somewhere that doesn't have motion detecting lights, because the front up there has a motion detector light. As you can see, that one there just turned on, motion detector light. This camera is a different camera that we have, but the last camera, you guys hopefully can see it right there. Just gonna walk through here. That one's there, perfect. And it's the 2K one, kind of shoot in the backyard. It's the one that's the widest, and I wanted it back here because it shoots all the way, it catches like all the way here and then all the way over here. So anybody that walks through our backyard or comes around the corner back here or comes in this way, we'd be able to see. So yeah, I like the extra wide. The 130 degree on the 2K one is nice, but for where the front one is placed, the 100 degree field of view is actually 100 millimeter, 100 degree. I don't know what it's called. You know what I'm saying? That one works pretty good.